right? The anxiety of
Hmm.
work that is dependent upon your physical being, not just the communication of words, but the hair. If you talk about skin, am I gonna shoot? Am I drinking my water? How my skin looking? How you like you? Has that been the piece? How have you known when it's just like, you know what, I don't have to keep this up versus this is my profession? How do you structure this in your thinking when it comes to, I just want to be a human, but also this is part of what I'm sharing? How do you talk to God about just the fine balance there?
Um, it's funny. I don't know if I've talked to God recently about finding that balance
Mm,
recently.
mm,
Um, because in the beginning of the year, I was struggling a lot, had a lot of anxiety around managing my time because I knew the goals that I had, and I knew um, that, like, this thing that I started back in 20 at the end of 2020. I was like, okay, now I have to fully pursue it. I put it out there to the world, and people are waiting. And so I was like, how am I supposed to navigate this and be this person online? Like, I was so stressed. Like, when I tell you, I realized that I knew how to operate at, like, my body knew how to function at a high stress level,
mm,
and stress breaks your body down. So it's literally like a functioning alcoholic. You don't even know, you may not even know the person's alcoholic, but they're just functioning as life as normal. That's how I was functioning with stress, high levels of stress and anxiety. And so I had to sit back, and I was just like, once I realized this, I was like, I cannot do this. God, like, I can't. And I need you to
mm,
please show me how to navigate my way out of this, because I know this can't be good for my body. I knew it wasn't good for my body because I was struggling physically. And I was like, I know this is not good for my mind. I know it's not good for my spirit because I'm worrying, and you're not a God of worry. You're not a God of anxiety. So I'm basically doing against what you said to do. So I'm like, I need you to help me figure this out. And, of course, I spoke to my mom, and we figured out kind of like a plan of action to help me navigate it. But since then, it it's no longer been a question of like, okay, kind of like, how do I not have anxiety, as it is like, God protect me, give me peace. I rebuke the anxiety. I'll read a scripture. And it's kind of like, now I'm just like, boom, 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 navigate. So I still get the anxiety. I'll still get stressed. But now I'm like, I'm not going to let this consume me
mm.
anymore. I'm not going to let it, because it really was like hindering me a lot. I feel it in my heart, like thinking about what I used to experience. I used to feel so heavy trying to navigate that space of anxiety in a, like, when I tell you anxiety is real, like, I didn't realize that how much it really does hinder you in so many different ways. And even though, and I didn't know it because that's my background, biology, right? I didn't know it. I didn't know what these hormones could do to your body, but I didn't even see it happening to myself.
Mm.
The way the cortisol and all these things. So yeah, I can't say that it's something that I've had a conversation I've had recently, as much as it's like, I've now have the toolbox to know how to move through it.
Mm.
And that constant communion with God has really helped.